Stress Engineers Log, Stardate 2011-06-27. I didn't do what I learned things for the last few days. And you know what? I don't really care, because I didn't learn anything. At least nothing useful enough that, and interesting enough that other people would want to see it. And let's face it, keeping a log of something I learned every day is silly. So, seeing how part of this is to tongue-in-cheek satire this development tool, emphasis on tool, I might as well just do it when I find something I think is honestly interesting. And today, something I thought was particularly interesting that I looked up was Tetris. When I was growing up in the late 80s, Tetris was something of a thing. And it was a controversial thing as well, because it's Russian, the Russians are trying to take over the minds of our young children, communism, okay. And I've always wondered, well, was it really Soviet? And, well, yes it was. It was programmed by a Russian living and working in the universities of the Soviet Union by the name of Alexei Pajitnov. That's the name. And he programmed it on the Soviet version of the well, we want to say Commodore 64, but that's not really accurate. It was PDP-11. Yeah, that was it. And it was one of the first computer games that was honestly addictive, leading to the Tetris effect, where people play a lot of Tetris, and they go outside, and they start seeing, how do things fit into other things? I am the man who arranges the blocks! And now we see that with Minecraft, how I've suffered that more than once. Just when I get deep into a game, and then I'll start thinking things in terms of Civilization, or in terms of Minecraft, or in terms of... I've never really thought in terms of Tetris, but I'm sure that if I got really into it, I could do that. But yes, he was Russian. He worked for the state, in so much as anyone who worked in academia did work for the state at the time, in the early 1980s. And with the adoption of Glasnost, his game got popular, and a bunch of Americans basically said, hey, this game is great, we'd like to sell it to all the other capitalist pigs, and he's like, sure, and it worked out. And, well, Tetris has always been kind of interesting. And it's, it's certainly lived a good while, all things considered. And really, you should go look up Tetris on Wikipedia and follow links until you get to the guy who made it. Because he looks like such a nice guy. He couldn't possibly be part of a Soviet plot to overthrow the capitalist empire. Or is he? Log ends.